Yeah, but you can't go live in the
What did you end it? Who ended it?
No, it's your line now.
No, and it does say if you want to end.
Oh, right. Yes,
You
P.
only press any broadcast when you're done.
All right, P, you don't know.
Okay, cool. Looking good.
Yeah, man. All right, we are signed up sooner.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a bit.
All right, big more.
All right, bless up.
Yeah, man, guidance. Up.
Headphone on?
Yeah. We can know, come see the other one broke off the other day. And so, see, the one when we put under this one and because, not a matter of hide it, but put it away under this one because I said, you don't really like to put on the phone where all kind of fans here get on an island. Then you're supposed to have to,
Yeah, one of the big one now. Yeah. I'll just check my drum down here, big one right now.
You feel the vibes from the roots rock reggae.
not to say it, man. So maybe I should be I sit down over here, so I make she sit down over there, so.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. That's it, because this is the second time now we see the city go so we find out from last week Saturday morning. Anyway, it's up to you now. You can tell nobody's on you come see them over there.
Yeah, man, can let that picture from the closer to the border.
What did you got what's your name?
And my young eye is having a good time, Everyone we see has a smile on their face. So come on and move your dancing feet. And let the reggae music take you for a treat, Cause we keep it skanking, Skanking. I said we're keeping it rocking, I said we're keeping it skanking,
I did check 1, 2, 3.
I said we're keeping it rocking, yeah.
Rock and come in same way. You're locked inside Root Sugar with Riddim Up Friday. This is Ira Morgan, your host. Here to give you all a musical toast. We're not talking about toast bread, man. No, man, a different toast you're talking about, man. What going reggae people?
This is so nice. And the mood is so right. Yeah. You feel the vibes from the roots rock reggae. And everyone is having a good time.
So we're keeping it skanking. You listen to the voice of Zion Alberts.
Open your eyes.
2 piece again from Zion, you know. Yes, man.
Reality right in front of your face. The world has gone astray. The people don't care anymore. The hearts of many so cold like ice. These are the days of revelation. These are the times the prophecy has been spoken. The world is not safe anymore. So many things are happening. Open your eyes to reality. Reality. Children is not safe anymore. Mass shootings and violence has been all over the world. We're crying for peace. This is a cry for love. This is a universal cry. We're crying for peace. This is a cry for love. This is a universal crisis. So come together, my people. Let's not waste no time. Let's try to make this right before it's too late, mankind. Global warming, pollution is in the atmosphere, causing sickness and so much plagues and pestilences. So why do we have to fight? Why do we have to kill? Why can't we live amongst us like it was intended to be? Shall make the world for you and for me to live in harmony, and dwell amongst ourselves as one family. This is a cry for love. This is a cry for peace. This is a universal cry. This is a cry for love. This is a cry for peace. It's a universal crisis. We are one race under the sun. No matter what color, no skin shade, no creed. God created us in His image. Everyone has a right to be free, to live the way we want to live. 'Cause we are all human beings. We are all human beings. All I see is one family. No bigotry, no prejudice. Don't confuse your mind. Don't confuse your thoughts. Don't let no one never change who you are. This is a cry for love. This is a cry for peace. This is a universal cry.
The voice of Zion Alberts.
This is a cry.
You can't tell them say you're here to play on Roots of the Radio that live. Riddim on Friday.
This is a universal problem.
This one is entitled Universal Peace.
This is a universal cry.
Seeking universal love, yes. Which is right.
This is a universal problem. Yeah, universal problem. This is a universal cry. Universal cry. This is a universal crisis. Yeah, universal crisis.
Whoa, whoa. The voice of Empress Harmony. The voice of Empress Harmony. This one is entitled Love, 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 yes. Whoa. Big up yourself, Empress Harmony, anyway you're dead. That's if we can't find a piece of Rasmag and an Empress Harmony. We're supposed to have one, but I can't find it. Whoa. Come in, man. It's Riddim of Friday in full groove. As I said, that is a sweet vocalist, Empress Harmony. That what is entitled Love, Love, and More Love. That way I say. And as I said, I could have find a piece, I'm supposed to have a piece of Empress Harmony Rasmag. Because you know, we do collaboration here, there, and we try to do it everywhere. All right, until we bring it mainstream. So, Empress Harmony alongside Rasmag.
When one is proud, that is something for one to shout out loud. Rasmag again, Africa, proud of you. Yes, we're proud of you. Africa, we're proud of you. Yes, we're proud of you. Mama Africa, we're proud of you. Yes, we're proud of you.
Remember, them say 8 1 roots, so get rid of my pride first.
Yes, we're proud of you. Mama Africa, we're proud of you. Africa, Africa, Africa. Yes, we know we are African star. But we reach Africa, we are calling strong boy. I lie them and tell both here. We know my mother never hurt no slave. We've been through trials and troubles. But we always like a smile with us all well. You can't shed tears every day. That's why we do us and you to be another way.
Yes, we're proud of you. Africa, we're proud of you. Big up our African father, Africa. The woman get up from morning, put out her goods even though she's still yawning. But I know she not sell a pill of case, not teeth, not slice of pumpkin, and the baby still falling. My God, the music hits you feel no pain. Tranquilize the body and stabilize the brain. Rasmag alongside Empress Harmony. Africa, we're proud of you. Yes, Rasta. For all your achievements. For all your greatness. For all that you have developed, which is I and I, yes? For all you have inspired. We're proud of you. She's still yawning. But calm down, she not sell a pillowcase, not eat, not slice a pumpkin, and the baby still balling. She look up to the heavens and calling. Why I have to be so appalling? Why she can't have a day easy and go through life nice like and charge and easy? Yes, we're proud of you. I'm an African, we're proud of you.
Yes, we're proud of you.
Yes, we're proud of you. I'm an African, we're proud of you.
Yes, we're proud of you.
Yes, we're proud of you. African, we're proud of you. Come in, Empress, somebody. You can use the Eastern education without as we go. This is Bugle.
Find out, find again. When you put down and you lose it, find the strength. Don't give up on your life, my friend. Don't pay attention to the backbite again. Find out, find again. When you put down and you lose it, find the strength. Shine brighter than the light again. They don't know you're stronger. No one knows. They don't know your pain. Only Jah. They don't know you're stronger. They don't know. They don't know your pain. Only Jah. Lord, bring success on our time. If you quit, you are gonna lose. So I don't stop trying. Anybody tell you otherwise, that's a lie. Never give up on the journey. Stay alive. Get to the point from the beginning. We're mindful of this world that we're living in. Oh, we not never quit, me know you know that. Keep going, don't stop. Find out, find again. When you put out, when you lose it.
Find some cool Bugle.
Don't give up on your life.
Bugle said no quitting none of the thing. No. When you quit, that's when you lose.
When you put out, when you lose it. Find the strength.
You better find the strength, you know.
And the light again. I will back up like my diamond because you're the strongest soldier. And if me never from a line of time, me they push over. I will go on and rock and break up and to live on the way. The journey long is steep, but I will get over. I'm gonna fight because my life depends on this. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna ride because I'm hungry. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Fight down, fight again. When you put down, when you lose it, find the strength. Don't give up on your life, my friend. Don't pay attention to the backbite again. Find out, find again. When you put down, when you lose it, find the strength. Shine brighter than the light again.
Yeah, man, the voice of Bugle. Coming to you right here, up on Roots Reggae Radio. Hey, we have a piece of Tasha T. Yeah, man, Tasha T, a brand Jamaica. This one is called Jamaica. It nice. Yes, Rasta, you are going.
Boy, what a vibes! Welcome to paradise! Jamaica! Jamaica, it regardless what you hear about Jamaica, Jamaica still nice, yeah. They got the negative vibes, called Jamaica still rise, yeah. Don't live a broad face, we come a yard, and let's say it's still nice, yeah. Plus the reggae music, hey, what a vibes, yeah. Jamaica the number one spot. As the plane touchdown, everybody start clap. Down the tip on the beach, down the zone hot. Some coconut jelly, some sweet sour slap. Carry from the market, we cook up a pot. You Kingston City, on the hilltop. Now we take it some champagne. Welcome to Jam Rock, if you visit one time. Regardless what you hear about Jamaica, Jamaica still nice, yeah. They got the negative vibe, cause Jamaica still rise, yeah. Don't live a broad face, we come a yard and let's say it nice, yeah. Plus the reggae music, hey, what a vibe. Come reason and seasoning, positive vibes Jamaican bring. There is no other winner born as a twin. Anything we touch, you know we have to win. Jackass, we heal, passion and modeling. Select I am a play the latest of the lead. Foreigners, them a learn the new dance and sing. Everybody want to learn how to speak. What to hear about Jamaica, Jamaica.
Remember when it comes to Jamaicans, we never born as not twin. That means we're unique. That's utterance from Tasha T. Yes. There's no duplicate. No rest. Once a yardie, always a yardie.
I love you, Jamaica.
I told you.
So me not tell no lie, me love you till me fall. I say hi, Jamaica. How are you doing today? You know me can't keep my mind off you, girl. You know I got some mistakes. Me not run away. And you know how I feel about you. No one don't care for you like I do. Like I do. Yeah. Something about the place me from some college champion. Land of food and water, it have no flow. Some say it have no fun. Still I got so everybody want to cool out and have fun. They love the breeze, they love the action. Different person and the grace you want swipe people a can down. Tiny man a try to sell some. Johnny up on the moon and speak for think a man now. I can better. How are you doing today? You know me can't keep my mind off you, girl. You know I got some mistakes. Me not run away. And you know how I feel about you. No one don't care for you like I.
Voice of Anthony B.
Like I do.
Speaking to girl Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Known as Kingston Jam Rock.
Jamaica.
Known as the Liquor Rock.
You Jamaica. Think about the hockey and the country.
Whoa.
That's a national dish. Who cannot run down? Who's chewing at the hot side? Yes, every Jamaican from the same roots. When I find to speak the truth, we no stay roots.
No, sir.
And me very some sweet fruit. But Jamaican woman about them can't lose. They got the roots and we culture. I never know a girl like I know Jamaica. No matter if you are elder or youngster, it's like we go look to the era. I'm something black, green and gold. Stand up Jamaican, brave and bold.
Whoa.
Them say the alphas never been told. So Rasta coming from the cold. I say hi Jamaica. How are you doing today?
Big up to a Jamaican woman abroad.
Can't keep me mind now.
Yes, man, you're large, man.
You know I have some mistakes.
Hey, Anthony B, give me a piece there, give me a piece there. Yes, me come from Kingston, Jamaica. Me walk in the sun till me head start bake ya. And when me hungry, me yam full of cake ya. Give me a piece of beer, nobody tell me about no later. See me mother, you up with the greater. Me know say I put me shall pre-fit make later. Coconut and potato are greater. Me know it's a big spice for ya. We love Jamaica. You don't think that roots are going to be rhythm on Friday? This is how we do it, man. Yes, Rasta. Yeah, man. We play with music while delivering the music. Yeah, we call it special delivery. Right now, we got a piece of Richie Spice.
Records.
We are what you got. You love, you give it back. That it means a lot. You love, it makes me happy. You love, that's what you got. You love, you give it back. Your love, it means a lot. You love, it makes me happy. Yes. When you want to have to say she love me. Love me. Now. Every little thing she do impress me. Why?
She get my every time. Whoa. Every time she smash, she make me laugh. We love, that's what you got. You love, you give a lot. Your love, it means a lot. You love, it makes me happy. True love, that's what you got. You love, you give a lot. Your love, it means a lot. Your love, it makes me happy. Yes. She's a really girl. She lives everywhere. She loves to steer a conversation. Oh, my sleepless inspiration. See the future in your eyes. Girl, you're so humble, you're so wise. I can't get over you, you can't get over me. No. You're the right girl. We love, that's what you got. You love, you give a lot. Your love, it means a lot. Your love, it makes me happy. True love, that's what you got. You love, you give a lot. Your love, it means a lot. Your love, it makes me happy. Yes.
The voice of Richie Spice.
We love, that's what you got.
And that's the name of this one, Real Love.
You give a lot. Your love, it means a lot. Your love, it makes me happy. True love, that's what you got. Your love, you give a lot. Your love,
I also got piece of Barrington Levy.
your love, it
So
makes
I'm not gonna
me
wait.
happy. Sit down. I know. From a long time. Money is the drug. Yeah. 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 Ain't no joke about it. So you can't live without it. Money is the drug. Yeah. They'll do anything to get some more. Fight the fight, even go to war. Hey, they will steal, beg or borrow. They'll sacrifice today, pay for it tomorrow. Money is the drug. Yeah. 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 Billions of people trying to climb the ladder. Might make you happy, even make you sad. It's a road that you just can't win. Sell your soul to the devil, and that's a sin. Money is the drug. Yeah.
Voice of Barrington.
Money is the
Giving to you in real time. Yes.
yeah.
Barrington say money jobs. Yes.
Yeah.
The thing that's kind of addicted.
It's the drug. Yeah.
You can't beat him on that one. Then. I'm right. You know.
Sidewalk, they cry.
Without a doubt, the addition is there.
Brothers in the streets, they'll die for it. All the homeless people, they pray for it. They know
You ask someone where my boy say, boy, I'm gonna touch the road, go look some money, you know.
money is the drug. Yeah. Money,
There's something addicting going on with it.
yeah. Money is the drug. Yeah.
Bob Marley call it done, you know, because he said, boy, I just want to get it for done it, you know. Keep it locked, Roots on the radio.
The sun is shining, beautiful day, yeah. It's gonna be.
This is Dan Ryan alongside Captain.
It's a beautiful day. Gotta shout out to my sisters. Love is here to stay. Say, it's a beautiful day. Gotta shout out to my brothers. Spread the love, okay. Hey, kids, your mother, see your mother life. Babylon, listen to my neck, I'm organized. They say one thing and do otherwise. It's a youth to tell you open your eyes. Can't stop the youth and from life. I feel organized and I'm centralized. Your decision, put up your love defense, killing your sisters and your brothers, different in the citizens. Say, it's a beautiful day. Gotta shout out to my sisters. Love is here to stay. Say, it's a beautiful day. Gotta shout out to my brothers. Spread the love, okay. Too much killing in the town. Show that your brother running up and down. Take these words, sing this song. Let's get together, let's be strong. Be strong for your sister, strong for your brother, strong for your neighbor. Let's get together and sing.
Get something away.
Gotta shout out to my sisters. Love is here to stay. Say, it's a beautiful day. Gotta shout out to my brothers. Spread the love, okay. Don't kill no more. Don't kill no more.
Beautiful Day is the name of this one. So we're talking about the beauty of the day. Captain said no more spilling, no more killing. No, sir.
It's a beautiful day. Gotta shout out to my sister.
Try and find the beauty in everything, it's there. So try and find the beauty within your day.
It's a beautiful day.
Just as how you find Roots Reggae Radio. The beauty is there in everything else. Thanks for keeping it locked. Yes. And when we're talking about beautiful song, we're going to play our next beautiful song. This one is dedicated to the children. Yes.
Yeah, man, you don't know it's a man Janak representing for the beautiful children of the earth. And to the most you don't know you're an heritage. And Jah call upon you because you are strong. You have been inspired and be motivated. And all your parents, lead them in the right way, teach them of their ancestors and their history so that they'll prosper in these last days.
Let's go.
What the world needs is love. The one we have brought. What the world needs is love, yeah. Unconditional love. Yes, we all need peace.
If you feel like getting something and wave, go ahead.
Yes, there's so much negative in this corrupted system, but there's gotta be a better way.
We're looking for a better day.
Yeah, man, I don't know it's someone Janak representing.
If I saw someone Janak,
Until the most time,
no one in the street has Bobo Naki.
call upon you because you are strong.
What going to artist? What going?
Motivated. And all your parents, lead them in the right way, teach them of their ancestors and their history.
Rocker come in, this is Roots on the Radio that live.
Oh, yeah. What the world needs is love, the one without grudge. What the world needs is love, yeah, unconditional love. Yes, we all need peace and also justice. There's so much negative.
Get something on the wave. Boom, boom. There's gotta be a better way. We're looking for a better day.
Work so hard, there's a rate of it. Balance of bills, and we still have to save
Boom,
more.
boom.
There's always a rate of it. Try for the kids, got them up to play. But
Wait for the chorus, the man.
man should take it away. Let the children
Float like a butterfly.
free.
Whoa,
Flow
whoa,
like a butterfly free.
Flow like a butterfly.
Free. And be what they wanna be. And if it flow like a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. And be what they wanna be. I said the glory is within the empire. One aim, one goal. We have to rise higher. We have to work hard. Fulfill our desire. Every kick of the clock. We truly inspire, earn teeth and tongue. Cause no for them a liar. Well, biggest people they get thrown in a fire. Them side we arise and try conspire. Show love cause you can't stop the fire. The children they flow like a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. And be what they wanna be. And if they flow like a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. And be what they wanna be. Wow. What the world needs is love. The one without grudge. What the world needs is love, yeah. Unconditional love. Yes, we all need peace and also justice. There's so much negative wow, in this corrupted system.
My God.
There's got to be a better way. We're looking up a better day.
You know, when I saw me can't find Puno.
It's a bit of it.
When I said me can't find Pisa, Samoja Naki alongside Rasmark. Again?
Joy for the kids, got them.
We tell us we do collaboration here, there, and we try to do it everywhere.
Let the children
Flow like a butterfly.
free.
Whoa,
Flow like
whoa,
a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. And be what you wanna be. And if you flow like a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. Flow like a butterfly free. And be what they wanna be. Remember this.
I told you. Welcome, brother. This one got to be a masterpiece. Boom.
We achieve to be cool.
How I do them?
And I want to get rich before we turn cool.
I go down.
I would have them people, yeah. I would have them people, yeah. You can't stop the greatness when you can't fool. Try to bother chat me, no bother watch me. And you know you can't stop me.
Ethiopia, they can't live. This lion was sent to save you from sadness. Listen to music now, man. This is Riddim on Friday. Yes. It was a joy and a pleasure getting this one. With my artist, Briddim, Samoja Naki. Rock and come in, now, man. If you stop, try stop Rasta. What one? I would have do them people, yeah.
Then I want, we achieve to be cool. How I do them people, yeah. Then I want to get rich before we turn cool. How I do them people, yeah. I would have do them people, yeah. How I do them people, yeah. You can't stop.
You want me to try? You want me to try? Say, try no matter chat me, no matter watch me. Cause you know you can't stop me. I Ethiopia make God live. This lion was sent to save you from sadness. And all the bacteria berry can block this. You not build great man, you only kill great man. Jack your don't come chat this.
I do them people, yeah. Then I want, we achieve to be cool.
I go down do them.
People, yeah. Then I want to get rich before we turn cool.
I go down do them.
People, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I would have do them people, yeah. I would do them people, yeah. You can't stop.
What my artist virgin there?
Life is what it's supposed to be. Our burden is like a will never cease. Life is filled
Yes,
with ups
yes,
and downs.
yes.
So what you want, you want. Life is what it's supposed to be. Our burden is like a will never cease.
Life is
filled with ups and downs. We say no and no, yeah.
Boom.
Certainly a dangerous people with a purpose they hurt us. Yo, when they sign up to serve us, the person that they cheat us, they try and be stop us. So what can we do?
Never lose focus. Thank you, thank you.
I'm so outspoken.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How do them people, yeah? Rock and come in, see me. This is Roots and we're read my Friday. I don't know what to them in artist, I don't know what to them. You have one. China wanna come cross me border. Come here, grow me marijuana. Yes, it's legal on ya. So you can't come swarm ya. Because me know you love excitement and drama. You love to shine bright lights in a corner. You love intimidate the youths them and make them feel like say them now walk nothing on ya. Real black. Whoa. Why? Remember when music is you feel no pain, tranquilize the body and stabilize the brain.
Well, show up your light up for the one you're from your
I got piece of fans and mojo.
Well, get the people straight from the day we born, we would have never believed.
Got piece of fans and mojo.
Lord, music me Tuesday to all of the real youths. Now sell out them friend, man I stay straight to the end. Straight to the end. To all of the real youths. Now sell out them friend, man I stay straight to the end. Straight to the end. Excuse me, bad mind don't carry everything where me have. I walk me walk for it. Non-stop flight from New York to Cali. Why you see me with me things I want bad mind me bad. My real friend will not fake like Daddy. Now show out me friend like Johnny. Friend killer get born and me no sorry. The one that can treat me like Larry. To all of the real youths. Now sell out them friend. Man I stay straight to the end. Straight to the end. To all of the real youths. Now sell out them friend. Man I stay straight to the end. Straight to the end. Them are filthy like this your punch island. No good like you cut your throat with that nylon. Tell them Selassie and the street and me guidance. Satan can't walk back a man. Kings of kings, the lords of lords, the conquering lion. Kings of kings, the lords of lords, the conquering lion. To all of the real youths, now sell out them friend, man I stay straight.
Remember Fans and Mojo be in town for August 12th.
To the end, to all of the real.
Thing called Culture Fest.
Now sell out them friend, man I
Karen, I'm gonna tell you more about it later on.
straight to the end. Some boy a sell out them.
Alongside Loot and Fire. Alongside
Them not a lion in a them, you know.
I Know Her.
Lord.
Eternal.
The light up for the one your family no friend killer, you know. Well, get a move straight from the day we born, you would have never believed.
One more from the artist.
Really make me hear my word. Let me hear it more. Yeah.
Whoa.
There is a movement in my life. I need you by my side. There is a movement in my life. I rise keep me alive. Even when the burning is rough and heavy. Now you
without a doubt, there's a movement going on. Yes. Just keep it locked to Roots Community that live, you'll be moving. And it's my job to keep you grooving.
Syndicate music.
Oh, Frisco getting that team. No, not Frisco. No, man, not Frisco. We have more from Fantan Moja, man. Frisco. This is Derek Sound alongside Fantan Moja. This one is entitled Double Standard. Listen to what I want.
Double standard.
What is the pattern? So, double standard is when you have one rule for you and one rule for me. Yeah, why you not follow the same one? Double standard. So this is Fantan Moja alongside Derek Sound.
Double standard. Why you wanna ruin my day? Double standard. Why is there a place for you but not for me? Double standard. Why you wanna ruin my day? Double standard. Why is there a place for you but not for me? There is a time to be humble and a time to be mean. But we're living in a world what is strong fight to we them some the blood from the poor as some vampire create them a hiding at the dark we put the light in at the tree they cannot escape the wrath. We watch them and we hold them fight against the war we have them hold them free and Lucifer them work for them systems secure them a run for the water chatter like the rubbish. You understand why you wanna ruin my day? You understand why is there a place for you but not for me? You understand why you wanna ruin my day? You understand why is there a place for you but not for me? This system of fight against the healing. Shall this life be revealing? The cigarette no give me no feeling, no. We don't want no fentanyl with them healing. Cause them not right. He must see all things clear. He must be boss, run things far and Babylon don't tell no lie. No pull no stunting. Oh, you come and fight against the working. Double standard.
You know when him rob up millions of dollars and then just get a slap on him wrist. That's what you call double standard.
There a place for you, but not for me. Double standard. Why you
And the other little poor man and face some serious jail time.
Why is there a place for you, but not for me?
Yeah, man, that's something our government and politicians do all the while, man. Anyway, as we move on, we have a reading call. With I want to name Yardy Bunks. Yeah, Yardy Bunks Riddim. So I'm going to just drop 2 pieces after Yardy Bunks. I make Lutan, I make Fantan see him. Yeah, Fantan.
But Baba was stepping on the place now. Growing farmer can run now. If I have a place can turn down. Serve people done with the jockey rope. And the children's future them boy are set up. Corruption blast and the one of them to burn out. Happy a fast promise the one of them a sugar hold like empty package. When that turn out, nothing can escape the fire when we light it. Bad mind corrupt, none of them can fight it. Blaze up the fire, can rasta highlight it. Blaze up the fire, can rasta highlight it. From morning to evening, we have the catch fire. What if I'm fire, never run from the fire. Blaze up the fire, can rasta highlight it. Blaze up the fire, can rasta highlight it. Up down and downtown is no comparison. But send the youth them body to no man. Cause of them make the youth them cram up. And of them go make the scheme warm up. Good people pick the politician arm up. One more that shop using and call up. Don't care escape the fire when we light it. But my corrupt none of them can fight it. Blaze up the fire can Rasta highlight it. Blaze up the fire can Rasta highlight it. From morning to evening we have to get fire. But if I'm fire never run on the fire. Blaze up the fire can Rasta highlight it. Blaze up the fire can Rasta highlight it. Baba must put in the place now. No informer can run now. The fire when me place can't turn down. Certain people get done with the jockey now. And the children's future get boy and sell out. Corruption mask and the one of them come on now. Happy a false promise the one of them a shoot over like empty pocket. When that one out, don't care escape the fire when we light it. But when corrupt none of them can fight it. Blaze up the fire can Rasta highlight it. Blaze up the fire can Rasta highlight it. From morning to evening we have to get fire. But if I'm fire never run on the fire. Blaze up the fire can Rasta highlight it. Blaze up the fire can Rasta highlight it. Tell them, me, I just those bodies never I just your man just buy the shit never just
People coming nice now fit up, body well firm to me spot now sit up. See man want sit up and say him want shot. No need extra, no need liquor. Me have him up with like the sticker. Don't get no look sweet because them that bitter. See I'm a two shot, so me think I'm gonna request nobody. Facebook and Twitter.
I go hard, I did not. I now move to Gandhi like a gladiator. I go hard, I did not. Somebody, I jolly jack. I go hard, I did not. I now move to Gandhi like a gladiator. I go hard, I did not. Somebody, I jolly jack. Nobody gives it over. She attacked, nobody gives it over.
The voice of General B alongside Tishana. You know, when you add water, you put it to cool and if you add over. That General B is enough for the music. Why the artist is not easy at time? That means your acne is cool down. We're Frisco kid then. Ready for Frisco, yeah. You ever notice Karen has some artists know everybody business now? No, them they easy at time. You like inside Roots Radio Riddim on Friday? Yeah, so that was the Yardy Bunks. You said to pull a bunks? Yes, man, Yardy Bunks Riddim, man. Alright. So we're there, you know, man, Roots Reggae, you know, Karen in the building. What's going on, Karen?
Yeah, just it's hot. It's hot.
Yeah, that's the order of the deal. So
Yes. So we had a great synergy last week with Emerald Lewis, and he's not just a singer; he's also an author. You can catch his books on Amazon, and there's 3 books he's got out. You know, Ross, he's got "Live in the Moment," "Journey of Life," and "How You See You." So I've got 2 of them. I've finished one. I gotta get to the other 2 at some point, and inspirational stuff, which is what we need right now. I want to give some birthday big ups. I want to big up Dion Cherry, Phantom Moja, Yeah, he was in town last month. Gave us few shows in Toronto, and Pressure Bus Pipe, Spice, and Lucky Dubé.
Yeah, Lucky Dubé was in. No, okay. Which
Birthdays.
okay, okay, all right. Okay, the birthdays, all right.
Yes.
The birthdays, all right. That's how I go on. And I'll just say, what things going on? Even the August,
Yeah, they have a culture fest, and it's supposed to have Fante Moja once again, Ainoa, and possibly Etana.
yeah, she should come to
If
town.
yeah.
If they can get in Luton, I think so.
But that's going to be in Fort Lauderdale. It's for those in Florida.
Mhm.
We'll be catching in Florida. They have a bit of a tour going on. I think they might be going to Germany. We'll see how that works out. But if you're in Fort Lauderdale, Lauderhill, 1400 Street, Road 7, you can catch the artists there if you missed them here in Canada. So that's going to be in Fort Lauderdale. Most stuff. This weekend, busy weekend, like we mentioned, Caravana weekend. So, Ross, you could see lots of tourists. You could tell by people just dress different when they're from different
visitors
places.
are in town, eh?
Yeah, you can just tell.
Yeah.
Now I understand, like when I go to Jamaica and they call me
And
foreigner,
then pick you out that
they just
crowd.
and I'm wondering,
Yeah.
how do they know?
Yeah.
But I guess we kind of dress a little different.
And the bag cross your waist and
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a look. Because today I was like, okay, that's a tourist, And then I knew the Americans were here because I'm sorry, Ross. When I see all these muscular men, I know they're a tribe.
The bulkies.
The bulkies are here.
Bulkies.
So I know that's some American
Yeah.
football coming in. But yeah, this weekend's Caravana. And as I mentioned last week, the Grand Parade will be extending from from Exhibition Place to Lakeshore, and runs from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And of course, if you don't feel like doing the crowd thing, you can watch it on CP24. And like I said, there's going to be more than 1.2 million people, which is good for the business, good for people selling water and whatever else. And I have to always keep Ross up to date. It's a long weekend.
Yes.
And all
yes.
but here's the thing. Every August, people always say to me, well, what long weekend is it? Why is it a long weekend? Not that we care. As long as we know we have an extra day or a day to rest, nobody knows.
Yeah, it come and it's like it's nameless. No one really knows, but
well,
you look forward to
it's not
celebrate
really
it.
nameless.
Yeah, it has a name, but for some reason, like no one does
No one knows. Well, it's to honor John Graves Simcoe.
The honor John Graves Simcoe.
That's what it is. So some people are going to say, we need to go back into our history. Who is he?
Yes.
But that's the reason. So, rest in peace, Simcoe.
Yes, Simcoe.
Right? We've heard of Lake Simcoe, of course.
Maybe that's where the name comes from.
Yes, so we rest in peace, but at least we know we have the holiday because of this individual.
Of Simcoe, yes.
So now you know why. It's not no special queen or whatever. So I'm looking forward. We've been hearing the name lately. There's been a buzz about this Empress. And finally, we're going to be hearing, talking to her. She's known for her Afrobeat and R&B songwriting, and she's been popping up everywhere lately. It's Sila, but it's 3 L's. It's Silla. 3 L's. You got that, Ross? She's from Ghana. Very beautiful Empress, and she's been popping up a lot of shows that everyone's talking about her. So we're gonna get to know who she is, and maybe we can catch a performance and see her perform. She did for the Afro section. She won. There was a bit of a contest for Jerk Fest, so she will be on Jerk Fest as the Afrobeat artist. And also, there's a show coming up in Welland, which we'll talk about later. She's going to be on that Welland show also. So lots and a few other things coming up. So there will be a chance to get to know more about this artist. Yeah, like I said, straight out of Ghana, living in Toronto. And she had a release called Lonely. And that was her first release of her upcoming freshman EP that's released this year. So we're going to get to know a bit more about Sila.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. So keep it locked to Roots for the Radio when we'll be speaking to the artists.
And next weekend, like I said, there is going to be a Welland Afro-Caribbean Festival. And it's a first of its kind. So if you're looking for a little weekend getaway to Welland, it's got such a huge lineup, but I'm proud to say we've got a few people that we know that's going to be on it. On the Sunday, we spoke to Shakalaka last week. He's going to be on it. On the Sunday, we also have Samo Janaki and Princess Trinidad and Shanti Sweets. So, a few artists that we're familiar with. And on the Saturday, we're going to have Winston Patty as well as Slim Flex and Neto Youth and a few other artists there. So that's going to be in Welland, August 12th to 13th, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Merritt Park in Welland. And this is a new event, first year. So it's a, first try, and hopefully we'll see how it goes. Nice, Welland's looking forward to get to know the reggae.
And similar to the event in which we're saying about in Paris, Ontario. It's like they're trying out they're trying out the venue, trying out the whole atmosphere of the festival. And so I look forward to even when we get more information, throw up some flyers so the ones that can know. But going to Paris, Ontario and just perform for the people, and look forward to doing that. So big up on yourself out of Ontario, places where within the pockets of Ontario which embrace the music, embrace reggae music, festivity, festival. And we try and take people can play a part, take part, and
Most definitely. And then, as usual, on Riddim Up Friday, we'll try to keep you updated. This year, Russ, as the dates get closer, we'll mention it. But looking forward to this year's Rastafest. They got quite the lineup. And you know who's supposed to be coming? Sativa the Black One.
Yes.
We'll see. As they say, what's the expression Granny would say? Don't count your chickens till they're hatched.
So I see away from action day.
Action day. But nice lineup. You got Empress Divine, Jade Faith, Richie Flo, Correction, El Trema, and Bobo Julius. Carl Henry. A lot of those artists did perform in Jamaica, so Jamaica got a little taste of Rastafest, but we'll be experiencing it here in Toronto. Looking forward to that. And you know what's going on to us? August is such a busy month, but like I said, as the weeks come along, we'll remind you, Jamaica Day. And I'm really frustrated, Ross, because why do they do this to me? Jamaica Day and Grenada Day, they always put it on the same weekend. And they pull me because I want to be at both, and I can't be at both.
Yeah, Grenadian friend, I'm tell you, said, comment and support.
Yes.
At the same time, Jamaica Festival.
And it's not, and they're in way opposite directions. So we'll see how that works out. Because both days of Jamaica Day we're looking forward to, because we've got Sanchez on the Saturday, and Third World is going to be on the Sunday. So it's kind of a bit of a toss-up. But for Jamaica Day, that's going to be in Brampton. And I'm kind of looking forward to that, because some artists who haven't been on it before, like Miss Minot, there's Empress Minot. And by the way, big up Empress. I want to tell you, I'm really proud of you.
That's up, man. I say right now she has the key to the city right now, man.
But I want to tell her I'm proud of her, because I guess she's told everyone, so I can share the secret. She'll be going to Mexico.
Yes, I saw the flyers.
So we're looking forward to that. And I'm really pleased about that connection. Yes. And the MC for Jamaica Day will be our very own Sir B. Yes, so looking forward to that.
So there's a lot going on in the city, there's a lot going on in the town. Yes. Remember to always keep it locked to Roots Sugar Radio. So you hear all the upcoming events.
Another thing, busy weekend, Ross. Going back to trying to pick where to go. As I mentioned, we got Welland with all those artists. But then the same weekend, my Luciano's coming.
To town?
To town for Jerkfest. See what they're doing to me? I can't be everywhere. Yeah.
What a tag on war,
Yes.
Where to be, where to go. So big up on the artists that we are coming in the city.
Even on Friday night, you're going to have a little Johnny Gill for all the women. So my.
So you won't be short of entertainment?
Not at all. Toronto is hot.
Another ghetto beat production for you. Another ghetto beat production.
CMNTs, but you don't know it's hard.
People not every
You can see him in face, but you never see his heart. See everywhere you turn, there's someone to say love. But never tear it apart. Cause your heart is yours, and your talk is the talk. So don't mix love with hatred. Cause your heart is yours, and your talk is the talk. So don't mix love with hatred.
Just how you turn the blind eye to devil. The same one who wanna see me fail. But it's kinda nasty stands in front of my face saying he love me. The same one who wants me get his help. See the Father, purify your money transgression. For they not know what they do inside the cell. Plain and simple, pet his mind to get in the sword. So the poison from their tongue lead the children to rebel. Don't get it twisted. This is God level, we the winners. Hold your head and say that come up with a spell. And never
let it tear you apart. Cause your heart is yours, and your heart is a cause. So don't mix love, no, with hatred. Because your heart is yours. You can see a man's face, but you don't know his heart. You can see a man's face, but you will never see his heart. See everywhere you turn, there's someone to say love. But never tear it apart. Cause your heart is yours, and your heart is the top. So don't mix love with hatred. Cause your heart is yours, and your heart is the top.
Big up to Louis Culture.
So don't mix love with
Louis, come in the man,
So this the looks and something to believe in. Go read the books and you will see how many breathing. Even a smiling face can be deceiving. So no makes up a man with it.
This is Old Gangalee, aka Louis Culture.
Must satisfy nowadays them plastic. 90% of people them toxic. Tell me I tell you wanna ask me I ask it. Some love entertain slackness. Some only love preach and don't practice. Well I the truth me I tell you my youth from the road me no hear if them shoot at the factors.
Cause your heart is yours, and your heart is a cause. So don't mix love with hatred. Because your heart is yours, and your heart is a cause. Don't mix love with hatred.
That's why me tell you say some people fine, some people kind, while some just full of bad mind. I'm missing of people trying, a lot of them dying. Never yet put the trust in mankind. First thing first, they are very unkind for a very long time. A very long time, them a kill them one kind. I kill them one kind, not tell me how them won't fight. Don't follow them because you have your own mind. You have your own mind, you stand in your own line. In your own line, the sun is surely gonna shine. Mankind will be the fight, like birds get inside.
Cause your heart is yours, and your heart is the top. Don't mix love with hatred. Cause your heart is yours, and your heart is the top. Don't mix love with hatred.
So this looks and no something to believe in. Go really good time, you will see how many grieving. Even a smiling face can be deceiving. Some of makes up the morning with the evening. You tell your looks are no something with the evening.
Louis and don't mix up the morning with the evening. When it's there, when it's night.
So no makes up the money with the evening. So no the world in a trouble situation. Drastic and more satisfying our ears them are plastic. 90% of people them toxic. Tell me I tell you one of ask me I ask. Knock entertain slackness. Some only love preach and don't practice. But I the truth me I tell you from the road. Take the road me not hear it. The truth that it happens.
The heart is the heart. We have an artist version named King Topper. Yeah, man. Big up King Topper. So King Topper sent me something new. So gotta play one more. One piece from King Topper. This is Topper himself.
Sometimes I feel like you gotta abandon me. So much pain is go through in my life, crying myself sleep at night. But I still got my hands up, reaching for job. Cause to believe in something, nothing else but job. There's been times I said to myself, no one can help me. And when you stretch out the hands, still none of them want to touch me. They pretend to be blind, say they don't see me. Even though me feel alone, me still a big carbon. I know, you love me. One day, you'll show me. My time to shine. I know, you love me. There's some nice things in front of your face, but they really hate you. No one time you hear from them, then rate you. Have you ever heard congratulations? You're doing well. Only negative vibes around them, so me wish them well. Only you can make a difference in your life. Practice what you preach and live your life. Cause when the time comes, everything will fall in place. Keep on dreaming, keep on believing, and guess I know, you love me. One day, you'll show me. My time to shine. I know, you love me.
We were talking about the parade earlier, Ross, and the other thing people have to keep in mind for people trying to get around is the road closures, right?
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of road closures, so if you're going somewhere or trying to get to work, you better kind of plan it out because there's going to be a lot of road closures.
And also for the holiday, a lot of business will be running on holiday hours, so try to find out the hours and see what going. Most metros will be closed, so yeah, that in mind also. And then just as you know, holiday, so most things are really run on full schedule. So just get information before you leave out, so you know what's going on in the streets.
On the streets, most definitely.
Maybe I don't know if I'll ever love again.
This is Lucky Day. This is the old school love Riddim.
Tell me if it's what I'm feeling, cause I'm healing from a broken heart. Maybe I can make a start. Tell me
Remember coming up on the half an hour, we'll be speaking to a big bad artist. We want to keep it like that. Yeah, the whole of the Ghanaian community are like on right now. Yes, man.
Over time, yeah, I don't want to let another girl in, no. So afraid to start a little thing, but don't get got me talking. Realize you see what the smoking every night. The question is, what is? Tell me if it's real.
Pick up yourself, Susan Thompson, logging on. Yeah, man, being chill is the art of the day, man. This is Roots on the Radio That Live. Remember to tell Buddy and tell him to tell Clive. Everyone is invited.
I'm feeling from a broken heart. Maybe you can fix my heart. See, I've tried, but love has let me down. This we got endless love. So we will never relate.
This is Mikey Dangerous. All the way from out of Montreal.
The love you got to be forever. Searching and found nothing better than this love between you and I. No girl between you and I. There's nobody else, it's just you and I. We got to make it, girl, do or die. Never make it blue like sky. Gonna love you till you and fly. Gotta love you. Like who the world continue turning. See so how my love continue burning now. Like who the rivers is flowing. See so my love continue going. From the beginning of this love, baby, I know that we will never be committed to this love, lady. I can feel less love and I'm not trend. Never love me feel no money that you make me. Got nothing more valuable than the time we spend. It's your love and no pretend. Night is shining, I'm a girl, me ready to defend. And me, you can defend, baby, anytime you find me. Take up the phone and baby, call me. Me channel for your love just like the army. And when you call and come running, don't stop me. No matter what I do, you in me out. A girl you love and respect me. No matter what I do, I know what's the fuck. What is that? You will never let me. Gotta love you.
That's the name of this one, On and On and On. Whoa. This is Tony Curtis. I told you.
Today's girl, none of them not natural. Today's girl, none of them artificial. Today's girl, none of them not natural. Today's girl, none of them artificial. Me ask her if good, she said that she and the chef. Me ask her again, she said,
You have any comment, Karen? Just keep playing.
Keep
Tony
playing.
Curtis said today's girl, them artificial and then
Well,
you ask her to cook and she said she's a chef.
I'm not gonna comment because some of them are. There's too many
Yes.
there's too many dollies.
Keep it to flat root on the radio. Look at them ask her to cook and she say, I ain't no chef.
What she should have said is, I'm not domestic.
That is why we love the music like that.
I mean, like, doesn't he know about Uber Eats?
The world has been too fast, man.
Today's girl, no for them artificial.
This is Tony Curtis. You want one now?
Me ask her before, she said that she on the shelf. Me ask her again, she said it look like a devil. It look like them brown sitting half in the hills because me no comfort on the one step. It's a me make her watch the pants and into shirt up on the line. She mix up all the colors and she loves to blow me melody. You know when she a free, everything free. Girl, I come and drive me crazy. So me say today's girl, enough of them not natural, hey. Today's girl, enough of them artificial. Come on now. Today's girl, enough of them not natural. All that. Today's girl, enough of them artificial. Come on now. I will leave her money, she spend for her breast. Knowing that Jamaica, I eat anyways. Me ask her how much money she spend for her house. She said, if you move it too flipping far. They said, me make a change the ways I watch it in the reaction. And I everything they do, you want to follow back again. The brand me natural beauty, ABAD. Why you was my body? So me say today's girl, enough of them not natural. My dad, today's girl, enough of them artificial. Come on now, today's girl, enough of them not natural. My dad, today's girl, enough of them artificial.
Yes, man. So that was I read him the name. That was the old school love rhythm. Yes, we just give like 2 or 3 pieces of fight and touch and go. All right. So as I said, coming up and half an hour, the artist at the moment will make you hear our vibes. Yes.
Empress Silla.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember, this is Silla with 3 L's.
For lyrical.
Yeah, the artist said stretch it out.
Lovable.
Mhm.
Likeable.
Mhm.
Those are 3 L's.
Mhm. We're trying to see if we can touch base with the artists so we can learn a whole lot more about the trails. Because currently so 2, maybe there's more to the trails. Big up to all the Ghanaian listeners, them, you know. This is a Ghanaian artist.
So good every season.
Rock and come in now, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. She bad, 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 bad. She cool on my one flavor. One flavor. But she wrote, she real rude. So fierce, no man can tame her. Can't tame her. Oh, when she got style, she run the thing. Nobody could tell her nothing. Sit up and lady, she boss it. I'm a pretty lady, you feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Something was a feeling, feeling, feeling. Something so good every season, season, season. That you don't forgive you no reason. Lose a feeling, yeah. She bad, 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 she bad, she bad, 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 she bad, 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 she bad, she bad, 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 she bad, 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 she bad, yeah.
You're listening to Riddim on Friday, and this is what did she say? She said she's bad.
She bad, yeah. One flavor, but she real rude. So fierce, no man can tame her. Can't tame her. Oh, when she got style, she run the thing. Nobody could tell her nothing. Sit up and the lady, she bossing. I'm a pretty lady, feel it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Artists, are you there? All right. Thanks and welcome to Root Sugar Radio. All right, me put some volume on the thing. Hang on there. Yeah, man, you want to speak again? Are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, Karen.
Yes, I can hear her quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Roots Reggae Radio. Yes, we did a little. We did a little introduction about you, but this is your platform, so we want to let everyone know a bit about you. And you've been busy. You've been so busy. You just finished with Afrofest, and I see that you're going to be on Jerkfest. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
And-
I'm excited about that too. It's been a great year so far.
Most definitely, and like we said earlier, you've been the buzz. You've been the buzz around town, and everybody wants to know who is she?
Mm-hmm.
Who is she?
Including her. I want to know. Cause me like the vibes, like the kick, I just want to play a while ago, Yes, I love the flavor. Love how you execute the thing. Yes.
But Ross, I want to know
Yeah.
how she went from being talking about being lonely,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe because she's too bad.
Mm-hmm. So you got the badness now.
She bad and she rude, so maybe that's why she's lonely. We're gonna have to find out.
Mm-hmm. And we were also wondering about the 3 L's. Yeah, that's kind of unique for a spelling, So you wanna Karen spit out fair reason why she take the L then well.
No, I know why. There's other artists named Scylla, so she wants to differentiate.
Yes.
And like I said, the L's, when men see her, they stutter. So it's like Scylla. And then she's like, she's lyrical, lovable, and likable.
Likeable.
Yes.
All right. Well, no, me know. It's not that me hear from the artist's mouth, because that's what really good, So
Yeah. Well, the triple L, I mean, it's also a symbol of like what I stand by. I love to, live, love, and laugh. The people that know me, they know I'm a person. I love to live. I love to just do things and just not worry as much,
Mm-hmm.
And I love to laugh. You know what I'm saying? I love to bust a joke. People always think I'm always joking around. So I'm a serious person, but I always love to have a good laugh wherever possible. I'm always bust a joke somehow, somewhere, sometime. And I love to love. Like I'm a person that shows love. And I think that when you show love, you get love. And, those are what the triple L's signify for me.
Mm-hmm.
Live, love, laugh, because I live by that, literally. And my first name is actually Priscilla. That's my English name.
Yes.
So the name Scylla itself comes from Priscilla. So that's where my name pretty much came. That's how the 3 L's came about. And
Yeah, man. Thanks for the explanation. Thanks for the explanation of that, man. And I'm gonna say you have great quality. You have great quality. You train in your music and you even show in other appearance. Well, we're gonna take you back to Ghana. Take me back. Well, I want you to take me back to Ghana. Yeah, tell me all was things in Ghana, or was that did you emerge on the music in Ghana, or is when you left out of Ghana you did that?
Well, definitely when I left out Ghana, because I was actually born in Canada. I was born in Canada, and I went to move to Ghana when I was a child. My parents brought me back to Ghana to live there and develop that foundation in my culture, which I'm so grateful for, because you know, a lot of the time when we don't go back to where we're from, we lose that connection, we lose that touch, we lose that feeling of groundedness. But being able to live in Ghana, live with see my grandmother and have that lifestyle, see where my forefathers are buried, have like graveyards with our great grandmother, great grandmother, and like our whole forefather. You know, we come from a tribe, the Ashanti tribe, right? Where we live, it's like we have a whole graveyard full of our family. So it's like I was able to trace back so far and see like this is where I come. So when I'm here in Canada, it's like you know, I feel so grounded knowing who I am and where I come from. And I share that with everybody, and I want to always share with everybody. Even people who may not be, let's say, from the continent directly, we're all Africans inside of us. And I always let people know and remind them that it doesn't even matter where in Africa you come from, because as long as you know that you're from the soil, you know that grounding is there. That alone should give you the confidence. Because even me myself, even though I'm Ghanaian, I have like some of my forefathers came from Nigeria. You know, so there's different. So even me, it's like, am I really Ghanaian or am I Nigerian now? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter which country you come from, as long as you know you come from the continent. That alone should give you that empowerment and understand that you are strong. You're stronger than what people may make you feel like, and you know who you are, even if you don't know the exact country and the language. You know that you're an African. You should know that you come from a land of power, a land of gold, a land of diamonds. So that confidence is what kind of keeps me the way I am. So when people see me and how I operate here, that's where that confidence comes from. And when I talk about these things and try to pour into people who may think, oh well, you know, let's say I was born in Canada, so I'm just Canadian, or I'm born in Trinidad, I'm just Trinidad, and they don't identify with that African side of them. That side of them, you know. Pour that into them to let them know that we are all one.
Yes, man. And as I said, I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's very fundamental for you to know where you come from. As I mentioned a while ago, it makes you feel valuable, more valuable than when people really value. Because when you go back to your roots, you see the value of yourself, so you feel that value, you feel that coreness of where you're from, you know, and that makes you well-rounded.
Well-rounded and more confident, because people always try to make you feel like you don't try to put you down. By the color of your skin, the shade of your skin, trying to put you in a place where you don't need to be. Because once you know who you are, nobody can tell you who you are. You know, and if you know the strength that comes from that, that's huge. We are stronger than we know. You know, we're stronger than we've been told we are. I'm always a person that loves to share that. I'm very bold when I share this kind of stuff, because I believe that you know, unity is the answer. For a long time, there's been a division, especially me living in Ghana, then coming back to Canada and living in an environment that's not the environment I was in Ghana. It was a culture shock for me, you know? Because
see both worlds.
Ghana, but then I'm here. I went to live in Ghana, then I come back to Canada, and it's like my accent's different. I'm feeling different, but then I'm Canadian, but my accent is like I'm African, right? Because I am African. So you know, I had to kind of learn and identify that. Hey, like people are trying to tell me, "Oh, you're Canadian. You're not really Ghanaian," but it's like, "Oh, I am." You can't tell me that I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You have
people always try to tell you who you are, but once you know who you are, nobody can tell you that.
Yeah, man. So when did you start writing music? When did you decide that you're gonna make music? At what point? How did that happen?
So I started writing music, you know, for like when I was actually it was like 12 years ago. I wrote a song when I went to Ghana. I was in Ghana for a family trip. My first family trip we all had with my siblings, my father before he died, my mother. And my older brother brought me to the studio. A guy named Jay Soul. He's actually the producer for a big African Ghanaian artist named Sakon. Yeah, one of the top rappers in Ghana. And he showed me a beat and was like, you should write a song to this. And when I heard the beat, I was like, huh. So when I went back to the house in Ghana, I stayed up and I just started, listening to the beat and said, let me write a song. So I started writing a song about a story that one of my friends experienced. That's a song that's called Fantasy. So my friend had a story that she told me about, and I was thinking, let me make a song out of that. So when I came back to the studio and she recorded the song, they were like so blown away. They're like, wow, this is good. And then when I even heard it, I was like, wow, I didn't know that I could do that. So
at that age, did you understand the fundamental of songwriting, like your chorus and your verse? Did you know all those rules? Are you just writing stuff?
I was just writing stuff. I always used to write things as a kid, but they didn't make sense. But then that day, when I was in the studio with that artist, I took it very serious. I said, no, I have to write an actual song. This is a big time person.
Yes.
He's a big time person. I can't play around with this type of link because he don't need him. He needs to give me his time. And he is. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't know the fundamentals as much as I know now.
Yes.
But when you hear the song Fantasy, which is still on my it is on all my platforms, it's still there. You'll hear that it's like it's a song that has the right format.
Format, yeah, exactly. I would say you find the format without even being taught the format. That's what good music,
Yeah, after when you listen to music so much, you get to see like what the template is.
Yes.
So I was following that template. So I guess I did know. I never really thought about it as much.
Yes.
I said, okay, let me just write. And then when the beat changes, then I'm gonna change it to this. Okay, now I'm gonna change this because the beat changed again.
Yes. Exactly.
But I had to get better and better. So there's times where I was writing music and like I would be like going on and on, all these different type of styles. And it's like, okay, where's the chorus, girl? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the and I feel like I've learned from that. Improved because getting that constructive criticism is so important, and I welcome that throughout my journey, which has allowed me to get to this point, where my music is more quality, and I'm still growing now.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely. You bring up your childhood a lot. So what did you actually want to be a singer, or did someone just say to you, you know what, you can sing? Like, when did you realize that you're going to be a singer, or is that what you wanted to be as a child?
You know what? It's a mixture of both. I think the first time I actually sang in front of people, I think someone said I was a good singer, and that's what made me go, oh, I am. Hey, oh, really? I sang a Brandy song. I sang an India R&B song. I was a great singer. It goes, I'm not your average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel. I sang that song in front of my class when I was like 10 years old. And everyone was like, wow, like that's so good. No, I don't even know why I sang this. I sang this song because I just want people to, not make people, because that song is such a powerful song. It's about like not feeling like you have to be a video model, you got to do like this. So I used to love Lyric because that's why I would sing her song, not because I wanted to sing, but because I liked what she was singing about.
Yeah.
So, but when people heard me sing that, they loved it. Then I started singing some Brandy songs, and people told me, you look like Brandy, why don't you sing a Brandy song? I'm like, okay. And I started singing like, have you ever, those old day Brandy songs. And then people were like, wow, you should try the talent show. So I'm like, really? Okay, then we'll try the talent show then. And then I started to see the feedback, and that's what fed me more to want to sing. I'm like, oh, these people actually like this, and oh, my voice is actually getting better. And the more I do this, the more it's getting better. Like, I was surprising myself. I'd be sitting in the bathroom and like, wow, I can sing good. How did that happen? I'm looking around like, who was that?
It was practice, most definitely. So, I mean, everybody's kind of like in Toronto trying to put you, they're always saying, putting this, not really putting you in a box, but it's always Scylla, Afrobeat artist. But how do you classify yourself as far as your genre of music?
I call myself more of an Afro-fusion artist. I know my music is alternative R&B. Alternative R&B is pretty much what Afrobeats fits into the genre right now. I know Afrobeats has its own genre. When you're looking for Afrobeats, online sometimes you may not find it, but you'll find it under alternative R&B. When you listen to R&B, playlist. You have a lot of Afrobeat music in it. So I take pride that I started off as an R&B singer, but as a Ghanaian who's listened to African music my whole life, I definitely don't want to move away from having that Afro vibe to me because that's what actually is my flavor. But the Afro fusion, I think, speaks more in what I'm doing because I don't only sing Afro beats, but I also sing like dance hall type of vibe. And my music has a little flavor of the Afro beat, but with a hint of a dance hall or a hint of a little soca. So it represents all Afro, right? All Afro to me is the diaspora and African together.
Together, most definitely. So your song "Lonely," how did that come about?
My song "Lonely," it's one of those songs when when you're in like a distance type of relationship or with somebody, and they're far away from you. So I was actually inspired by being in a distant situation with somebody, and it kind of and being at the beginning of that stage of the infatuation. So the song is actually about infatuation and being far away from somebody and wanting them to be close to you. Not necessarily it's like I'm feeling lonely and sad, because I know a lot more might feel that take it as a sad song, but some people when they hear it, they take it as like a song about just being like so in love with somebody. Because even one of the part I'm singing, I said, "Well, yeah, Makuma," it means like you're my sweetheart. That's the second verse. I say that it's like you're someone I just love. I just want to be around you because you just bring so much joy. But it's so hard to love you because you're so far away for whatever reason, right? Some people might even take it as something else. I've heard people interpret the song their own way, and I feel like it's so cool when I hear people interpret my songs differently than what I may have wrote it for.
Yes.
So, but that's pretty much how it started.
Yeah, and that is how the interviews and a moment like this come about, where you can really explain yourself, explain your music, and why you really sing it. Well, on the turntable, I got lonely right now, so I want to play it so the listeners can go.
For my opinion, like, I didn't see it as lonely, like a lonely person sitting in the room not knowing what to do with themselves. I saw it more of missing someone.
Yeah. All right, we'll play it for listeners then so they can hear where I'm going with lonely. All right, keep it locked to Roots Reggae Radio. We got an artist on the line.
We're putting this one out there for everyone who's in a long distance relationship and you're missing that special someone.
I don't wanna wait another day without your love, yeah. So baby, come over, body, come over. I don't want your lips, I don't want that. I want your love, I don't want stress. I want your love, I don't want stress. Love is so far away. Love is so hard to make. Love you got me feeling lonely, so. I wanna hold you and never let go of me. Lonely's got me calling you so often. Lonely's got me feeling so exhausted that I miss you. I didn't need more than your picture. Oh, yeah.
Just keep it locked to Roots Reggae. As Carrington, and I make you go purchase the song, but now play it out.
Yeah, they have to go purchase it most
Me hear a little patois you're talking to. It's like you use the patois well. You don't have a problem with the patois. Differently from the Ghanaian vocabulary patois. Me hear an analy of patois you're speaking. How that go?
Yes. I grew up with a lot of Caribbean people. Where I lived, I was actually the only person from Ghana. Me and my family were the only Ghanaian people where I was growing up. Most other people that were of African descent were Caribbean people. So I have a lot of my close friends are from the Caribbean. Even my children are half Jamaican. And I've been to Jamaica many times.
And
So my
that's where it come
family
from.
is from Jamaica.
And that's where it
there's
come
a
from,
close-
Yeah.
there's a close relationship with Ghana and Jamaica. Even when you go to
Definitely,
Ghana,
definitely,
you'll see
very
like
close.
Jamaican flags on
Mhm.
people's cars. And the people who drive the car aren't even Jamaican.
Yeah,
There's just this love for Jamaica that Ghana has,
yeah,
and the love for dance hall.
yes,
So
that it
it's
has.
something that I embrace. Especially there's a lot of Ghanaian artists who dance hall like Shatawale,
Mhm.
Samini, Stoneboy.
Yes.
Even the late Ebony, who has passed away, she died. She was one of the biggest female artists coming out of Ghana. Unfortunately, she passed away, but she did Afro dancehall as well. Sang a lot of parts on her music. So it just comes from that Jamaican inspiration.
Yeah, it's the love.
I love everything about Jamaica.
Jamaica have an inspiration, have a love for Africans, and Africans have an inspiration for Jamaicans. And it goes back on because we do have this, because growing up in Jamaica as a child, I have never been to Africa, but all of the songs that I hear was about loving Africa. So I grew up with this love for Africa without knowing Africa. So being there, them kind of bred love for Africa. And then I realized that African have an inspiration, because when I meet them, they're very excited to meet someone from the Caribbean, as if they want to learn from you. Them have that urge to learn from you. So we both complement each other.
Yes.
Of course, yeah, Brandon. We know history, right? We know history. We know the division. So there's a lot of misinformation. But what I can say is that from where I'm from, there's that unity is there.
It's there, yes.
The motion that we're taking now, where you don't even need a visa to go from Jamaica to Ghana. That's a beautiful thing. Those are things.
Big strive. That's big strive.
There's more love than we know that has been put out there.
Most definitely.
So we need to rise in that love for each other, because we're more similar than we are different.
Definitely. Love that.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. So have there been any challenges so far? Like how have you overcome those challenges? We're talking about musically.
I mean, the challenges I've experienced is more so just, managing, balancing out life, and just knowing, when to say yes and when not to say no, when to say no. So it's just a matter of understanding who I am, understand what the brand I want to represent. As a woman, sometimes it can be also hard. There's challenges that even as a woman you might experience in an industry where there's not that many female artists on top of it, right? So I find I'm usually like the only female in the room sometimes, and not that that's difficult or it's a challenge, but it does require me to, be very aware of,
yes,
who I am, what I'm doing, and how I'm representing myself in a room when I'm the only one that is of that, gender.
Yes.
So, just being confident in myself and standing by my values always, and not, letting people feel that they can, steer me in different directions, whether it's out of, because a lot of people will try to take advantage of women in this industry,
definitely.
Right?
Because
I've spoken about a lot, but it happens. So as a woman, you just have to really know what is it that you want, how you want to be represented. Because some women are okay with it. Some women have sold their bodies for sex tapes and all type of thing. And I'm not saying I've ever been in a situation where I've been put in that circumstance, but once you're aware of these things, you have to also be prepared to be strong and be very firm about what you want, so that people cannot try to steer you those ways.
Definitely.
Yes.
It's challenging, because I did a collaboration with an artist from Zimbabwe, and we kind of line up the whole thing by finding the engineer, finding the studio, sending her there to voice the song. And her biggest challenge was going to the studio alone as her only female. That was her biggest challenge. And then I realized it's different in that part of the world as a female, just in the presence of males, and you don't really have that female support, and it's a male-dominated, industry. So it is a challenge. It's a bump for any female artist to really rise over as a female.
It's hard. I was in a situation like that. Every studio I got to was always the only female. I was the only female that was working. Right? Maybe there'll be females there, but they're there for alternative motives, right? I'm there to do work. I'm not there to be a vixen. I'm not there to do anything else but work, right?
Mhm.
But I had to get to a point where I had to create my own studio. So even the song "Lonely" that you're listening to, the song "Shiva" that you heard, I recorded that in my own studio that I built for myself, so that I don't have to go to other people's studios.
And
You know
feel,
what I mean? I
yeah,
had to
cause
make that investment for myself.
you don't want to feel uncomfortable recording a song. Because when you're recording, you're supposed to be at peace of mind. When you're recording, you don't want to feel uncomfortable that you're in front of someone and you don't feel comfortable.
Yes.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong, I have to scale up all the amazing men that I've worked with in this industry. Most of the men that I have worked with have been amazing. They have been so they've helped me in so many ways.
Yes.
So I don't want to take away from that, because there are so many amazing people in this industry that are, even have protected me, even have made me feel safe.
Yes.
And I'm so
Yes.
grateful to have brothers like that in this industry that have always made me feel safe and made me feel like no matter what, they have my back. If I ever need anything, or if I'm in an environment, I always feel like nothing could happen to me because they are there. So it's been so important to create great relationships with people, with my brothers in the industry who have helped also lift me up and keep me protected as a female as well.
All right, talking about relationship, I have a two here with you and Julius. That's a collaboration.
Yes.
You want to explain that one? You want to talk about that one?
Yeah, so Julius is my brother, my youngest brother, same mother, same father. He's also a musician too, and I'm just so grateful to be sharing a journey with him like this, because he is so talented and so amazing at what he does. And like, we grew up together, and he always looks at me like I'm his inspiration, and I love that because I see so much in him. For me, I feel like I want to create opportunities so he can just walk through the door. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so great. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so good, and he's so young and fresh. So that's my brother Julius. He has a song called Wahala No Wahala, which is also out right now, and it's such a dope track. So, but our track "My Way" is a song that we wrote together.
Yes.
During a time where we were just kind of, in a vibration where we want to lift up each other, lift other people, and say, we're not worried about bad mind, bad vibes. You know what I mean? Let's dust that away. We want to fix our way based on a way that's not about negativity.
Well, make a play a piece of that one so you can get to hear some of that. This is my way.
Every day a blessing fall from me. My mind can't find stress around my way. 'Cause every day the blessings fall from me. But I don't get no way now. God don't make no way. For every breath I take, I'm gonna live my best life. Yeah. Dropped up, flying all the way to me. I felt we be on the way out. I felt I already into me. They keep me about to break out. Me and my girl, taking on the road. It's so good, I've been broke. Good vibes, feeling so nice. Everybody got love, probably all night. Yeah. You really worry about the day that's on. We be on the right up paper chasing, so I feel by your money in the peso. My mind can't put stress around my way.
This is just a teaser for them. So you, like I said, you're going to be on a lot of events, and we were talking about Well In, that you're going to be part of that Afro-Caribbean Festival on the 12th and 13th. So what do the audience have to expect for your performance on that?
Yes, I'm going to be at the Afro-Caribbean Festival on the 12th in Welland. Is that the show you're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah, so they can expect great energy. I'm going to be performing Shiva. I don't want all my ladies to, be in the vibe with me. Every time I get on the microphone, it's always a vibe. I always want to bring out everyone's spirit, bring up everyone's energy. So it's something to expect, the high energy Priscilla coming out. I'm also going to be at Jerk Fest the day after on the 13th.
Busy
with
weekend.
The same type of energy as well. High energy.
High energy, yes. Looking forward to that.
And just positivity, just having a good time.
So which day are you on Jerk Fest? The Saturday or the Sunday? You said.
Pardon?
You're on Jerk Fest on the Sunday.
On the Sunday, yes.
Perfect. I'll see you there for Luciano also.
See you then, girl.
Yes, sounds good. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And like I said, those L's, man, lyrical, lovable, likable. You're wonderful. And we're looking forward to seeing more of you. And I know you have a few other shows coming up. We're looking forward to that. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the positivity. Before you go, is there anything you want the listeners to know about who you are?
Yes, no, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate this platform. It's reggae, it's great. You're allowing artists like me to have a space to talk,
It's a pleasure.
share music. I love it. And you guys can check me out, stay in touch with me on Instagram. That's Silla, that's SILLLA, that's 3 L's, triple L's. As well as on YouTube. I do have some behind the scenes like Priscilla content coming out now. So definitely check out my YouTube. That's SILLA. And yes, once you stay in tune, you'll see exactly what's happened. Because like you mentioned, I've got so many things coming up I'm super excited about. And once you follow me on social media, you'll know exactly where I am, what I'm doing, and how to get involved.
I want to ask you a quick question before you go, though. You're kind of right now in the T-dot, the it girl. It's a person that everybody wants on every show. How do you stay humble with that?
So can you repeat that?
I said you're kind of the it girl. You're the person that everybody wants on every show right now. Everyone's talking about you. How do you stay humble with that?
Well, I mean, I'm so grateful for the experiences. Like, I stay humble by just knowing that it's God that's given me these opportunities, and it's the hard work and the love that you put out to people is what's going to open up doors. So once you become ignorant, selfish, and overly cocky, it's like, it's a turn-off. Because I know how it makes me feel when you meet people that are just not interpersonal, and I feel like when you have interpersonal skills and you know your values, there's nothing wrong with being confident, but then knowing that if without the people, without the fans, without people like you who have these radio stations, how can artists amplify their voices? It's a unified effort. It's a team effort. So you have to be humble in order to work on a team.
Most
so
definitely.
That's how I operate.
Yes. And talking about team, big up Dreammakers, big up Chico. Thank you for the introduction. Is there anyone else you want to big up before we go? Is there anyone else you want to big up before we? Is there anyone else you want to big up before we go?
Absolutely, I love to big up my team. Like I said, big up Chica. She's an amazing boss lady in this industry. I have so much respect for her. Big up on my management team, Lala. Big up Bernard, Jay Nice. I have a big team that's now being developed to help push me forward. So I want to big up everyone that's part of Team Stella right now that's helping, bring out the vibes and let the people see what we're doing and bring that good energy. So big up still my family, big up my father. He's passed on, but without him, I wouldn't be here. He was like my number one support. So big him up in the heavens. Big up my mother. Big up my family. Big up my babies, my daughters who are my motivation. Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right, sis. Boy, you walk good and be good until we meet again. We're going to greet again and send love to Africa for me. Send more love to Ghana.
Big up to Ghana.
Yes, man.
And everyone, remember, as Sila said, set your boundaries, ladies. Set your boundaries. Live, love, laugh. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for award-winning Serbi.
All right, take care.
God bless. God bless.
And like I said, check out Sila. She's going to be on so many events coming up. Jerk Fest. Love it.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
Enough. Then there's the ceremonial night. So what are we doing this weekend? And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Shining stars then, shining stars now. A segment presented by Sir B, a Cool Runnings show featuring the veterans, the contributors, and the sustainers, producing excellence and growth in authentic reggae music. This is Becky G. Cool Runnings.
Live on Roots Reggae Radio, Friday, 8 to 11 p.m. The show into the radio. It's the Cool Running Show. Shout your homies, circus, ready to rest. It's got reggae, rock steady, and that's all.
Yeah, that's what they're doing on my road. So, yeah.
Come get me shirt.
Yeah, that's put your clothes on my road. Never know what's your shirt have a name.
Some on camera I want to cost you.
What was that?
I said since I'm on camera I won't sexually abuse